Hey guys. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I done a Let's Play. Been quite a few months, but life's just been busy, man. I've been wanting to get back into doing this, and I thought the way to return is to revisit one of my favorite games ever. It is the first game to actually make me cry a little bit, actually. I do have a story with how I got introduced to Eco. Um, it was actually at a very impressionable age for me when I was like just starting to get into watching Let's Play videos. It's there was a Let's Play of this game by Scottish Duck 17 that I watched. I discovered this game just purely just spur of the moment, looking at his playlists of Let's Plays he's done, and the imagery of this game just, for whatever reason, really spoke to me, and I decided to, give the Let's Play a watch. To this day, still one of my favorite Let's Players, even though he pretty much only does streams now. Like, I still like to revisit his old videos. But, 1 second here. Alright. There we go. Hold on. And, alright. Alright, skip that. It's like a little montage that comes up if you idle on the title screen a little too long. Alright. Let's start this. But yeah, I was watching his Let's Play, and I'd never seen or experienced a game quite like this. To this day, I don't think there is a game that quite captures this game's feel. I mean, this game is low-key super influential. Like, one of my favorite YouTubers, Internet Pit Stop, has a really good video talking about how this game kind of like in the background was like influencing a ton of developers. In fact, this game is pretty much responsible for the creator of like the Dark Souls games and stuff to go on making his own games. Like, this game alone made him quit his day job that was pretty good paying so he could pursue video game development. Like, that's how much this game affected him. And honestly, like, this game has also been like super influential to my personal taste in gaming too. Like, yeah, man, like, I mean, even when you're watching this, like, I don't know, it just has such a, at least I think so, it just kind of sucks you in. You're just like, what's going on here, like, what is this? It's a very subtle game. Yes, this poor kid here, presumably named Eco, is being taken somewhere. Seems to be against his will. Man, I wish that Blue Point would do a remaster or remake of this game like they did a Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be too hard either. I mean, at least I don't think it would, because, like, this game isn't very long. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can finish it in, like, a little over 3 hours. Poor kid. Like, this part is just, can you imagine this just, like, being put in something like that and just left there to starve? Like even just the mood and everything of this scene, like, you can almost, like, feel the helplessness of him here, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, this, I mean, as far as he's aware, it's like, this is it, you know? Like, there's no way out of this. But, as fate would have it, this happens. This whole game, just kind of like what's happening to Eco right here, just feels like a random dream. Like a dream of a dream that you had years ago that you remember randomly when you smell a specific scent that, like, takes you back to a certain... I don't know, I'm being pretentious as heck. But I don't know, this is such a feelsy, moody, ponderous kind of game, you know? Like, alright, so here we go. First thing, my controller is being kind of wonky. Okay, why is he just walking? We need to be able to run. Yeah, I don't know why my... Okay, let's see here. Wait, hold on. What? Okay, come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I always found it bizarre that, like, the jump button is mapped to triangle in this game. I just always thought that was, like, a weird design choice. Alright. So, head on up here. Alright. This chain here we want to grab. Alright, there's going to be an open window. Okay, nope, not that high. Okay, nope, a little higher. Alright. Nope. Wrong button. This is off to a great start, isn't it? Alright. And there we go. Okay. So this appears to be that room where we had that dream. So possibly that girl, that shadowy figure of a girl we saw might be there too. Like, I mean, that would make sense, right? I mean, this appears to be that room that he was dreaming about. Alright, real quick, I need to get a different controller, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's not cooperating. Be right back. Okay. I am back. Alright, hopefully the controller... Okay, yeah, this feels much better now. Alright. Yeah, this is a game that's going to be kind of interesting to commentate over, because, like, there isn't a ton... This is a very much just kind of feel in the moment kind of game, you know? Like, it's not a super, like, action-packed game. Like, it's very immersive, but, like, I don't know, it's super introspective, so my commentary is probably going to be a lot more serious and less goofy than, like, some of my other Let's Plays I've done are. Or pretty much the rest of them that I've done, but... I mean, hey, if you're into this, if you're a fan of this game, though, then, I mean, I figure you probably come in expecting that. Because, like, I even remember, like, when Lucajin did a Let's Play of this game, same with Shadow of the Colossus, like, those were two games that she did that were... Her commentary style was much more serious and just kind of introspective. Because, I don't know, this, if you're a fan of this game, it kind of brings that out of you, you know? Alright, so... we're gonna go and attempt to release this girl. But, what's interesting is that in the dream he had, she was, like, super... She was, like, cloaked in, like, shadow. Whereas, like, when we actually see her now, you know, she's a lot glowy and a lot more white and glowy looking. Which, as you play the game, as you get further in it, that's, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be symbolic for something that comes later in the story of this game. That I'll talk more about when it's relevant. Because, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a real weird graphical glitch just now. Presumably because of emulation. But, yeah, like... Yeah, Fumito Ueda, the creator of this game, he specifically stated that he likes to leave the storyline of his games, like, open to interpretation. And, like, yeah, because of that, like, this game and Shadow of the Colossus, which are, I'm pretty sure are confirmed to be, connected. There's a lot of key details in this game and Shadow of the Colossus that you can kind of glean how they're intertwined. But a lot of the finer details and background lore are kind of left to your imagination. But I do think when you play these games, like, you can more or less infer, like, why a lot of stuff is happening. And, like, there's certain things that are completely left unsaid or unexplained, but, like, I do think there are certain things that are pretty clear as to, like, how they influence each other. And I think you probably will hear my cats wrestling in the background. So, something fascinating about this game. So this is the original PS2 version, the American PS2 version that I'm playing. So, what you'll see here... Yorda here appears to be speaking in a different language from Eco, and it's also in a different, like, writing style, too. Like, a different, vocab. Ruh-roh. Like, yeah, clearly she speaks in like a completely different language, and what's interesting is in the European and I believe Japanese versions, when you do New Game Plus, you can actually see what she's saying, which in your first playthrough you can't. No. No, you don't. Alright. Come here. Okay, so we still... Alright, is it going to disappear? Oh, alright. So, all we really have here is our wooden stick. Now, throughout the game, we will get... There are 2 other weapons in the game that are... Well, technically 3, that are stronger than the stick that you get. One of them is optional, but I will show you guys how you get it. And I will just say right off, I did not figure out how to get it on my own. I remember from watching Scottish Duck's Let's Play how he did it, so that's why I know about it. Alright. And right here we have our trusty save points. Alright. Alright, we'll save in slot 3 here. Oh no! But we're okay. Alright. And something else I think is fascinating is if you look at the statues that she's able to, like, open up like that, if you've played Shadow of the Colossus, they do appear to have a striking resemblance to, like, some of the Colossi statues in Shadow of the Colossus. Which is, like, also, I believe, further implying, like, the connections to that game. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Yeah, these spider dudes, I think, only take, like, 1 hit, so they're not that bad. Alright, got that one. Alright, I think this is the last one. Okay, get out of here. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright. And no, okay, let's let go. Alright, there we go. Let me push this block. And lo and behold, we have revealed our pathway to proceed via staircase. Alright, come on, Yorda. Let's skedaddle. Okay. Alright. Okay. In here. Another interesting thing too about this game is some of the puzzles and layout of certain things are slightly altered or changed in the European version. Like, what's interesting is I'm pretty sure in the HD collection of this game, the version they use, I'm pretty sure, is the European version. Alright, and right after we push this... Oh wait, not quite. There's supposed to be a switcheroo, I believe. Let's see here. Right over here. There it is. And if we hold R1, we can call Yorda back to us. Alright. Yeah, it is interesting. Like, this game doesn't really have, like, a tutorial or anything. It just kind of throws you right into it, and you're kind of supposed to just kind of figure it out on your own. I mean, technically, I guess you could read the manual, but, like, I am willing to bet, like, almost no one did that who's played this game. Okay, get out of here. Come on. Get. No. Hey, okay, frick. Crap. Okay, no. Alright. Alright. Yeah, no, in this game, like, you don't know true fear till, like, the later parts of this game, where you're, like, kind of far away from her, and then suddenly these things appear, and you're just like, oh my god. So this game, earlier, like you saw, I was having trouble with the control. Well, like, what's interesting... Oh, come on. No. Get up. Excuse me. The controller I have to use for it to feel right when I play this game, for it to, like, control right, is, like, this red wired off-brand USB, like, PS3 controller. And I think it's interesting because I think it has something to do with the, what's the word? It has something to do with, like, the, shoot, I'm struggling to... Okay, where are you going? Wait, hey, come here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the input. Like, I think since the analog stick on this controller is much more closely resembles, like, the PS2 analog stick, like, I think this game's, like, a lot more sensitive to that specific, like, input sensitivity, so because of that, this controller seems to be more responsive with this game. Because I have not had that problem with, like, any other PS2 game I've tried to emulate. But this game in particular, I've had that issue, and I tried to see if I could play it without having that problem, but obviously that didn't quite work out, but it's okay, because now it is working. Okay, more shadow creature things. Oh, come on. Alright. Back off. No. Okay, this... Alright. No. You... Alright. No. Back off. Alright, get up. Okay, come on. Okay. Alrighty. And if we go over here, we can get... Oh, actually, there's a save point. Alright. There we go. Alright, we will go And save the game again. Oh, that's such a nice, reassuring bit of music at the save points. Alright. Alright, come on down here, and there is a... Come on, Yorda. Yeah, she takes her good old time, but it's okay. This is like one of the few games where, like, I mean, the entire game is an escort mission, but I think because the entire game is built around it being an escort mission, people forgive it. Because, like, there's tons of other games that, like, aren't necessarily built around escort missions. But, like, when there is one, like, people hate it. Like, I think of games like, you know, like Jak 2 or, like, Resident Evil 4. Like, people get, like, really annoyed and frustrated at those parts. But I think because this game is very intentionally built around it being that sort of thing, like, it's forgivable. Alright. This game, too, in a lot of ways, was, like, really ahead of its time. Like, the... What do you want to call it? Like, the physics and, like, the way you interact with the game, like, feels much more akin to, like, something you would play on, like, the PS3. You know, like... Because, like, I honestly do feel like these are games that, like... The technology was just barely there for these games. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I mean, obviously they managed to pull it off, but, like, I feel like if they waited, like, one more generation, like the PS3, like, they really would have been able to, like, nail it, which is impressive that they managed to do what they did with the PS2, you know? Because, like, I think of games like, you know, like Infamous 2 or, like, Uncharted 2, and, like, the way they sort of, like, you know, they had the technology to make those games work, and, like, the fact that they managed to make this game on the PS2 work the way it does is pretty impressive, I think. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, I think the this puzzle's also slightly different in the European version. Okay, let's not die. Alright. Alright, come on, Yorda. Come on. Okay, we have to get a little closer, I think. There we go. Come on. There you go. Okay. And now we gotta swing this little chain box thing and move it back over. Because I believe in the European version that switch is actually placed on top of here instead of, like, below, like in that sort of, like, under part of it. Alright. Because, yeah, I actually remember back in early this year, I remember for whatever reason, I decided to, like, in a matter of a few days, beat this game like 3 times in a row. Because I don't know, man. Like, this is just one of those games where, like, when I revisit it, it's just, I don't know, it's just, because I'll be honest, man. Like, due to like some like, just recent life struggles and challenges and uh, tragic stuff. I don't know. The mood of this game just kind of helps me process that's like those type of hard emotions. You know what I mean? Like, I I'm not gonna name names because I want to protect the innocent, but I lost a very close friend to suicide, and yeah, if any of you have ever lost a friend that way, or if lost a friend at all for that matter, or a family member, uh, it is, as I'm sure you're well aware, one of the worst and most difficult things you can go through. And I don't know, like, games or like movies or like shows that have like a sort of moody, sort of somber feel to them, like I don't know, they just I don't for some reason I find them oddly comforting when that type of stuff in life is going on, or when you're feeling kind of depressed or beaten down, like, because I feel like this game, the tone of this game, I feel like can be described as like melancholy with a with like a glimmer of like hope. You know what I mean? Like if you've played and finished this game, like you know what I'm talking about. Like it kind of has like a bit of a melancholic feel going on to it, but like it has like a slight tinge of hope at the end of it, like a movie. One of my favorite movies that I can think of that has that sort of feeling is Unbreakable by M. Night Shyamalan. Like that movie kind of has that vibe. Or like other games too that match that tone. Like Shadow of the Colossus, obviously, because this game and that are very interconnected and related to each other. But stinking like movies like Inception is like another one I think of that kind of has that feel. Or stinking Cowboy Bebop has that vibe, I would say. I don't know, Cowboy Bebop though, like it's like I don't know if I necessarily say it's hopeful, but like I don't know, it just the melancholy of it is fits the tone of I guess what I'm describing. Like it's very much adjacent to this sort of vibe. Because obviously, I'm not gonna get into specific spoilers. I haven't watched it, but it's it is a quite a sad ending. But like, I mean, like, there's. I'll just stop before I spoil it, because I mean, it's spoilers for like a 27-year-old anime at this point. But I know there's obviously plenty of people who haven't seen it yet. Okay. But yeah, I've been recently just in the mood to get back into making Let's Plays because I don't know, man. Let's Plays are kind of like therapeutic for me, you know? They just I don't know, they help me just they're almost like a journal for me in a way. All right, so we want to take this BAM And then we want to get some fire from that candle and run the heck away. And this happens. But, sorry, I was actually just reading a text message I got. But, yeah, guys, like, I don't know, doing a Let's Play like this again feels good. Like, okay, let's not die. Come on. Thank you. Okay, come on. Yeah, doing a Let's Play like this just feels really good. Like, I miss it. I definitely want to do a lot more of these. It's just tough, though, because it's like, there's tons of games I haven't played. Come on. Come on. Yorda. Come on. Let's get the heck out of here, because we're about to get flanked by a bajillion shadow creatures. And thankfully, yeah, if you go to the statues like this, it's basically just a win button and, like, vaporizes all of them. But I don't know, because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, like everybody, there's a ton of games that I want to play and finish and get through. And it's like kind of tough because, like, I don't know if just you guys can relate, but like there's like this inner struggle of like wanting to like savor a game and enjoy it, but because there's so many games I want to get to, I find myself just like kind of rushing through a lot of them, even though I'm enjoying them, like especially like RPGs, because like they're super stinking long. But yeah. So one of the few cutscenes in the game is about to happen right out here, and I'll just be quiet and let you guys watch it. So, yeah, that is Yorda's mom, and if her ominous, shadowy appearance and foreboding theme song didn't tell you, I'm pretty sure she's not a good mom. Like, She kept her isolated in a cage. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have every reason to be like, no, I'm getting out of here and I'm taking her with me, because clearly there's something messed up going on here. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't take a genius to observe that. But, yeah. So first thing we want to do is get all of these torches and pull them forward like this. Alright, there's one more pair right here, I believe. Yep, right here. Alright. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, and with that, we now are able to access the next point of interest to progress through the castle. Okay. The physics in this game are like really interesting. Like I don't think I'd call them janky. They're just like in a way it's kind of comparable to like how Crash feels in the first Crash Bandicoot game. Like he feels like slippery, but like also like heavy at the same time. Like jump. I mean, obviously I think that's like intentional because like you're supposed to just feel like a dopey kid just trying to survive, right? But yeah, it's like when you walk around, like if you look here, it's like you're very like it's very I don't know how else to describe it, like slippery feeling. Alright, so we're going to take another one of these bombs, bring it over to this here door, well, entryway, whatever you want to call it. Come on, there we go. And make it go, kablooey. Run! So, I'm pretty sure I'm like in the minority that likes this game a little bit more than Shadow of the Colossus. Like, when I say that, I almost hate saying that, because I feel like if most people hear you say that, it comes across like, oh, you're just saying that to be different and pretentious. And it's like, no, like, I genuinely vibe with this game a little bit more than Shadow of the Colossus. Like, Shadow of the Colossus is awesome. Like, objectively, it's probably a little bit better of a game than this is, but I don't know, the simple story of, like, two people who don't speak the same language just trying to like escape from a castle together, like there's just something heartwarming and endearing about it that I love. You know what I mean? Like it's such a simple and effective premise for a game. Like in my opinion, this game is timeless. Like it's alright. Gotta fight more of these stupid smoke people things. I believe in the credits these... Oh, come on. Okay, no. No, no, no. Okay, back off. You... Okay, Alright. Ah, frick. Nope. And of course it can fly. They fly now? Yep, they fly now. I'll never forget... Like, some of you, like, if you know what I'm quoting, like, come on. That's a line, I believe, from, I think Rise of Skywalker. It's either Rise of Skywalker or Last Jedi, I forget which one. But, like, there's a part where, like, there's, like, stormtroopers that, like, have, like, a jetpack and stuff, and Poe and Finn are like, they fly now? It's like, yep, they fly now. And I remember on the internet, there were, like, so many Star Wars aficionados are like, meh, like, those things have existed in, like, other Star Wars properties before this one. So it doesn't make sense that they would react that way. And it's, I don't know, I remember finding that funny. Like, I am a very casual Star Wars fan. Like, I know a lot of people who... Come on. Alright, talking and trying to hold and, like, fend these things off from Yorda is kind of hard. Okay. Come on. No, don't you go flying, for the love of God. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. Get out of here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Alright, come on, Yorda. Oh, there's more of them. No. You. Get the heck out of here. Oh my lord. Okay, finally. Alright. Something else interesting that I had noticed with the different versions of this game is, I believe in the American version, which I'm playing right now, the way you hold Yorda's hand, like, you just have to, like, hold the R1 button, like, when you approach her, but, like, you don't have to keep holding it when you're walking around like this.